France and Uzbekistan have officially elevated their relations to the level of strategic partnership. During Shavkat Mirziyoyev's state visit to Paris, the two sides signed an agreement worth over 6.5 billion euros and outlined new priorities for cooperation. Particular attention was given to strengthening ties in the uranium sector, which has become increasingly important for France amid supply disruptions from Niger. For more on this and other news topics from Central Asia, we turn to political expert Ozhet Shegirbayev. Good evening, Ozhet. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Dorian, for giving me the floor. I will be ready to share my Central Asia news in a moment. Presidents of Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, Sadir Japarov and Emomali Rahmon, signed a historic agreement on the state border at the Intema-Cordova building in Bishkek during Rahmon's state visit to Kyrgyzstan. According to preliminary reports, the leaders of Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan may exchange ratification notes on March 31 at the announced Fergana Valley summit. Following the exchange, the border demarcation process will commence, involving the installation of border markers and related infrastructure. The total length of the Kyrgyz-Tajik border is around 1,000 kilometers, of which 519 kilometers were delineated before 2011, while 486.9 kilometers have been redefined only the past 3 years. As a result of the meeting in Bishkek, directives were issued to reopen two border checkpoints between Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, namely Kızılbir-Guliston and Khayraghash-Madaniyat, which had been closed since the border conflicts of May 2021. Additionally, the heads of state agreed to resume air travel between the two countries. Starting March 14, flights will be reinstated on the routes Bishkek-Dushanbe and Bishkek-Khujand. From April 8, the Kyrgyz airline, Osman Airlines, will launch flights between the capital of Kyrgyzstan and an administrative center of Tajikistan subregion, the city of Khujand. Overall, the resolution of border issues will elevate bilateral cooperation to a new level, while the practical measures taken will help to restore and expand trade volumes and strengthen business ties between the two countries. The Central Asia International Industrial Cooperation Center will be located near Kazakhstan's Atamiken and Uzbekistan's Gulistan border checkpoints. Kazakhstan plans to allocate approximately 50 million of USD for the creation of the center. The total area of the center has been set at 100 hectares, with each site allocating 50 hectares of land. The center is expected to facilitate the establishment of new industries and jobs, the processing of agricultural and industrial products, and the development of pharmaceutical, electrical, chemical, leather, textile, and garment manufacturing industries. Additionally, a trade center in Tashkent is planned to promote the sale of Kazakhstan's goods, while a similar center may be built in Astana for the sale of Uzbekistani products. The technical launch of the center is scheduled for the end of 2026, while the official opening is set for 2027. President of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, has concluded his state visit to France at March 12. During the visit, France and Uzbekistan have agreed to elevate their relations to the level of a long-term strategic partnership, as stated in the joint declaration by Presidents Emmanuel Macron and Shavkat Mirziyoyev. It was noted that Uzbekistan's expanding presence in the uranium industry is becoming increasingly significant for France, particularly in the light of the Nigerian authorities' suspension of the French company Orano's operations, which disrupted key uranium supply chains. In this context, France is actively seeking to diversify its energy supply sources. Moreover, during the visit, Uzbekistan signed a package of over 20 agreements and contracts in the fields of agriculture, energy, green economy, healthcare and education. In the presence of the heads of states, an exchange of documents took place, including agreements on specialist and student mobility, mutual visa exemptions for diplomatic passports holders, and a cooperation program for the implementation of projects totaling for 6.5 billion euro. The Eurasian Economic Commission has received an official notification from the Iranian authorities confirming the completion of domestic procedures required for the entry into force of the free trade agreement between the Eurasian Union and Iran. The agreement provides for the elimination of import duties on over 85% of Iranian goods and the removal of export duties on 88% of the Eurasian product categories. Notably, the agreement exempts from export duties shipments of Kazakh wheat up to 3 million tons per year and barley up to 1.5 million tons per year. That's all from my part. Happy Nowruz. Dorian, giving floor back to you.
Thank you very much. It was our political expert, Ozhet Shegirbayev.